Hi, it's the tiny one / Bishie, and you're probably wondering, I remember, there, you're probably going, hey, isn't that the same shirt I saw you wearing in yesterday's video? Well, yeah, it is, and I have a good reason for it. I was an idiot, and I accidentally deleted my Fanime recap video, the almost 20-minute one. I know. But I'm sure all the great YouTubers have accidentally deleted a video from time to time. So I'm redoing it over again because it bothered me and pissed me off so much that I did that. And because I had this recap and I wanted it up, I didn't want to delete it. But, so yeah. I'm going to redo the recap, and I tried to turn the fans off and all that, but now my computer fan's going on to keep it somewhat quiet so I can do this video. And hopefully I can do it in less than almost 20 minutes like the last one. Fingers crossed. At least I finally have my YouTube channel verified. Well, I did the verification I'm not a robot type thing. It's not verified. I wish it was verified, but yeah. So at least now I can make longer than 15-minute videos, so yay! Alright, here we go, recap. Okay, this was my first year going to Fanime, and let's see, there was a lot of crap that went on, I'll be honest. And, but amidst the crap, I did end up having a lot of fun, and a lot of good points happened. I did stuff that I never have done before at conventions. Not bad stuff, but you'll see in a minute if I remember. And all in all, I do want to go to Fanime again. And I'm already planning on going to it next year. So, I'm also sick, if you remember from yesterday's video. So, still got my water. Excuse me. Still got my piggy shirt. So yeah, let's jump right on in it with badges. Okay. Now, it was my friend who drove us. She's a regular. Well, I guess you could say regular. She's been there for more than once. You know, so she knows how things go. The other friend and I that roomed with her, we had never gone before. So she was basically our room mom, or our con mom. You know, she was going to show us the ropes, and she did a real good job of it. You know, I appreciate what she did. She walked us through some of the stuff that we need to know about, you know, like Vendors Hall, Artist Alley, that sort of thing. And, you know, stuff to go, places to do, other way around. Places to go, stuff to do. But anyways, yeah. So, we arrived on day 0, and there was LineCon. LineCon, for those who don't know, is you stand in line full of a whole bunch of people, and mainly it's hot, it's gross, there's sweaty people, and it's a miserable experience as you stand for hours and hours and hours. We didn't want to be a part of LineCon, and so the good thing about Fanime is you can jump on the shuttle and go to Clockwork Alchemy. And Clockwork Alchemy, if you show them your Fanime confirmation, you can get a Fanime badge. And then you can either be at Fanime, or you can be at Clockwork Alchemy, or you can be at both. Which is very awesome. Anyways, here is our Clockwork Alchemy badge. And as you can see, it has my online name, Tiny Bishie. And it has weekend badge, it has our number, that sort of thing. And then on the back, of course, it gives all the information about Clockwork Alchemy, blah blah. But we stayed at the Fairmonts, and the Fairmonts gave us card keys that we can keep. So this is what the Fanime Fairmont card key looks like. Isn't that cool? So we get in our room, and we're in our room a few minutes, and my friend and I, our con mom, and I see this guy. and he is, he's in a towel. The Fairmont hooks around, okay? And so he's on the other side. And he waves. Of course, we're friendly. We wave back. Then he drops his towel, of course, buck naked, and shimmies for us. It was very small. It was about like this. Non-pressed. But yeah, we saw penis. And my friend turns to me and goes, "Welcome to Fanime." So yeah, that was day 0. We ended up, we're laughing over this. We ended up getting pizza, and well, they got pizza. I got little chicken bites. Sorry, I'm sick. Still. And we ended up watching one of the Black Butler musicals, the 3rd one that includes Jack the Ripper, Madame Red, and yeah, it was awesome. So we ended that night. The next day, day 1, I was going to be Isaiah. Okay. So I dressed up as Isaiah, and we get our little tour from our friend, and it was awesome. Now, here's the thing about being Isaiah. For those of you who know Isaiah, he's a jerk. And Shizu-chan likes to attack him. Let's just say I had a couple of very enthusiastic Shizu-chans who really liked seeing a very tiny Isaiah. And I actually got hit in the head twice. I know it was on accident, but I still got hit twice by signs. Now, the thing is, I'm very small, I'm very delicate. And yes, the people said sorry, blah, blah. I'm not here to call them on blast, but I am here to say that if you have a prop, you need to be really careful with that prop, and make sure that if you're going to do an action pose where you're swinging it, don't actually make contact with the person. And if you make contact with the person, just very lightly touch it with their head or whatever. Don't get all enthusiastic and swing, swing, batter, nothing like that. Let's just say, because I also do photography, I had a massive headache on and off throughout the whole weekend. And because of that, when my headache got really bad, I took shitty photos. Crappy photos. I ended up having to toss a handful of photos out because they were just poor quality. They were so blurry, I couldn't fix them. And to those of you who I took their photo, I'm letting you know right now, if your photo is of bad quality and you don't like it, let me know which photo is yours, and I will remove it if you want me to. I feel super bad about what happened. I tried, and I just couldn't with some of them. But yeah, that's my little blurb. But yeah, I did enjoy, here's some parts that I did enjoy. I did enjoy the pre-Dorada gathering, which was awesome. I got some really good pictures, and I was able to get some really good pictures of my cosplay itself. And then I attended the gathering. The gathering was awesome. But the thing is, I was having issues with I was having issues. And it was starting to get bad. And it was starting to get stressful. I was trying to get a prop. And, yeah. I ended up getting my prop on Friday evening. Okay. This is my prop for my Hidan cosplay from Naruto. I was supposed to be part of the Naruto gathering the next day, on Saturday, at 11. And so, I get my prop, and I think, I'm going to be irresponsible. I'm going to take my prop to the peace bonding station and get peace bonded. Okay. I go there. The lady looks me up and down with this nasty look, and she's like, "Are you the character that belongs to this weapon?" I'm going to be honest. I said no. And so she's like, "Oh, you need to be the character that matches the weapon." I have never heard of this before. And I've always heard, if you have a weapon, you need to get peace bonded as soon as possible. Because they get real nervous you walking around with a weapon that's not taped up or zip tied or anything like that. So I tried and they failed. So whatever. I was pissed. I take it back to the room, and day goes on, whatever. Fast forward to the next day. I get up early. I didn't want to get up early. I was mad. And actually, while we were at the peace bonding station, she's like, well, we open at 8. And I was fed up at this point, and I kind of said, why would I get up at 8 to get this peace bonding? I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I was kind of pissed. But I get up, and I look through the book. And yeah, on one page it does say, here's the thing, on one page it says, you need to get your item peace bonded as soon as possible. Then I flip to the next page, and it completely contradicts that. It said, no, you have to be the character. Excuse me. You have to be the character that the weapon matches. So which is it? It can't be both. Because that's stupid. Do you either want us to get us peace bonded our weapon as soon as possible, or does that have to match our character? And we'll just walk around with the weapon. Anyways, whatever. I think whatever. I go to get peace bonded on Saturday morning. There's line con for the peace bonding station. And I have to be at the Naruto gathering at 11. Thankfully, they have more than one person there this time. And so it goes kind of quickly. But then, the lady who looks at my weapon is a different lady. And she's like, I think this weapon is too heavy for you to handle. It's too much for you. Here's my weapon, okay? Of course, I'm not going to show all of it, but yeah. Don't you think it's up to me to determine if it's too much for me to handle? Now, granted, it was too much for me to handle, and so I did the responsible thing. Instead of carrying it around all day, I went and I took it back to my room, and I changed into a different costume. I did my female Tony Stark for the rest of the day. But yeah, it's like, let me decide. It's not up to you. You're not carrying it around all day. You're stuck in that little tiny air-conditioned room, sitting. But yeah. Thankfully, another peace bonder, he gave me the okay. He read me the blah, 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 be careful swinging this, you know this thing. And then he wrapped the little tape thing around it. Here's the problem. The tape thing is wrapped tight enough around my staff that I don't know how I'm going to get off. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, I make it to the Naruto gathering. I was able to get in some really good shots as heat on. I had fun. I was able to meet one of my friends, and I was able to get some more shots from one of my favorite photographers, Tashi Studios. I'll put the link to his photography page down in the comments. And he was able to get some good shots of my heat on too, so I was happy about that. So far I had photo shoots lined up, and they ended up canceling. So my friend, who I was supposed to do a dual shoot with, I ended up doing 2 shoots for her so far. I did her Spain cosplay from Italia, and I did a female Claude from Black Butler. Okay, there's 2 shoots I've done, and we fast forward to Sunday. Sunday was the Black Butler gathering. I go in my kimono Alois, and I go down, and I was able to go ahead and, get this taken care of. I do the gathering. It was fun. I do get stepped on because my kimono kind of trails a bit, but at least I was able to still have fun. Thankfully, now here's the thing. My friend that was going to do a dual shoot with me, she wanted to do a Danganronpa shoot. Danganronpa 2 to be exact. She wanted to do Kuzu and Peko. Problem was, her outfit was she was having trouble with her outfits and getting it all taken care of. But it was Saturday night, and I was supporting one of my friends. He was part of the Dramatical Murder 18 plus panel, or 21 plus panel. It wasn't an adult panel, okay? I was supporting him with this panel. Dramatical Murder is not really my thing, but like I said, I was sitting there and I was supporting him in the audience when I got the text message from my friend that said, Peko is a go. Okay, we're going to do our Kuzu Peko shoot. I change out of my Alois kimono as soon as the Black Butler gathering is over, and I change into Kuzu. Kuzu's in a suit. It's very warm. It's hot. And so I change into Kuzu, and I am... There's enough time that I can make it down to the Dramatical Murder gathering. Now, this is a gathering I had gotten a PM for from someone that had looked over my photography work and said, hey, can you shoot this gathering? I put this gathering as a maybe, but I ended up being able to shoot, and I was able to get 144 really awesome shots. If you go to my photography page, which is down below in the description, then you'll be able to see the shoots if you click on the Fanime folder. Anyways, excuse me. I was able to get in I was able to get these really good shots, and then my friend comes up, and she helps me with my Kuzu makeup, because Kuzu needs the pink cheeks and stuff, and she helped me with that. And then we wait around for our other photographer, ATP Photography. I'll also put his link down below. And he was the one that we were going to do our Peko and Kuzu shoot with. Now, let's go back a little bit. I'm trying to make this quick. Let's go back a little bit to the peace bonding station, okay? My friend, who, like I said, he was part of the Dramatical Murder panel, he was Kujaku, okay? He does a very good Kujaku. The thing is, Kujaku has that sword. My friend had his sword tied into its sheath about 3 times. We all saw it. He had it slung on his back, and that's all he just wore it like that. For shots, sometimes he would be holding the handle to pose, but that's about it. He wasn't taking the blade out of the sheath or anything like that. He was stopped. He decided he was going to be responsible and go to the peace bonding station and get peace bonded. Here's the problem. Even though he couldn't pull it out of the sheath, they said no, he couldn't have it. He would have to rip the ties and destroy the top part of his sheath in order to pull the sword out of his sheath. You should have been able to peace bond it since he couldn't pull it out. That's ridiculous that they didn't do that. So Fanime needs to kind of work on their peace bonding stations, because, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That pissed him off, and then, yeah, it wasn't fun, and it was kind of dumb. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, we meet with, my friend and I, we finally meet with, my Peko and we meet with our photographer for our Sunday shoot, and we were able to get some really, really good shots. I was really happy with them. After all the stress and everything that we were dealing with, we finally got our shoot that we wanted. And, yeah. So, thankfully, things worked out in the end, and I told her things would work out in the end. But, and then Monday was kind of a relaxed day. But here's the problem. Everybody wanted to check out on Monday. Our wait to get the bellhop to come up to our room to bring our stuff at the Fairmont was almost 2 hours. Thankfully, they let us chill in the room. We didn't have, because our con mom told us that there were some hotels that at a certain point they kick you out of the room, and that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, we got to chill in the room, and that was cool. We finally get checked out, but we want to go to the artist alley one last time before they close and before we just take off for home. And in artist alley, I was able to find this cute little button. You see it? And because I cosplayed Isaiah, and I cosplayed Isaiah with kitty ears, I thought this was perfect. And then our con mom, she got some Black Butler prints, and she ended up getting this little, I think it was a grab bag of buttons. And she knows, both her and I are really obsessed with Grell Sutcliffe from Black Butler. And so I ended up getting a Grell pin from her. And I think because I was starting to have a really bad con, and it was just, it's ridiculous. I got the surprise from our other friend, who it was also his first time, and he ended up giving me this blanket. Here, hold on a minute, let me show you. Did I show it? Is it coming out okay? I got this Grell Sutcliffe blankets. And then at the bottom here, it says Grell Sutcliffe. Of course, you probably can't see that. But yeah. So, I mean, that really made my con. I was so happy to receive that. And it was just... But yeah, so, like I said, things worked out in the end. I was able to get my heat on scythe. My camera is moving too much. I was able to get that blanket, which really made me happy. I got my Isaiah button, and I got my my Grell button. I was able to get some shoots done. My friend, my Pecco, we ended up shooting each other. I know that sounds really weird, but she used my camera to get me some really good kuzu shots before our main shoot with our main photographer, and I was able to get some more shots of her as Pecco. And those are all on my photography page, Conchan Photography. If you go down to the description, you'll see the link. And this video actually ended up being longer than my last one because I put so much more into it. But yeah, all in all, I did have a good experience at Fanime, and I do want to go again. And I'm already planning my cause list, or my list. I want to do Madame Red this time. I want to debut Madame Red. I want to bring Kuzu back, and it's been requested that I actually bring Sailor Saturn for my second time at Fanime. I'm not sure what my fourth costume will be, so it's still kind of up in the air. I still have a year to plan, so who knows? Who knows who I'll bring? But yeah, that's it. This video is longer than the last one. I just said that right. Anyways, so yeah, there is my Fanime recap. I hope you liked it. This one was a lot more descriptive.